Hello, my name is Abdulaziz Khattak. I'm the editor of OGN Energy magazine, and I'm here at ADIPEC and at WEG's stand. I'm glad to be speaking to Raphael Torrano, the managing director for WEG Middle East. Raphael, thank you so much for taking the time. Start off with what is WEG and what it does.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. So it was a pleasure to be here and to showcase and also explain what is WEG, right? We started in 1961 in Brazil with the three founders, Werner, Ego, and Geraldo, one mechanical and electrician and one finance guy. So the three minds together, they started the manufacturing of electric motors. This back in the 60s. Right? Nowadays, we still make electric motors and a lot. It's still our core business, but you diversified a lot in other business related to the industry. In terms of digital, transformers, wind turbines, drives, automation, generators. It's still growing in every single business unit, but still having the electric motors as the main core. This is mainly our operations globally. We still have the headquarters, it's still in Brazil. We have the main facility there, but we're spread over the world, in all the continents, with factories in every single continent and manufacturing abroad and selling abroad as well.
Okay. And you've been coming to ADIPEC every year. So what has changed for you thus far?
What has changed for ADIPEC? Well, it became, as you know, not just an oil and gas exhibition anymore, right? It's an energy exhibition. This is what we can see from the players who are here, from customers, from OEMs, from EPCs, from visitors. We saw the big change in this exhibition, that being a global one and not just regional one as well.
Okay, cool. So, and how is WEG supporting oil and gas companies in the Middle East?
We are supporting the main players in the Middle East, not just from the Middle East. That's the best part, because you know that most of the EPCs and OEMs who are actually our direct customers are in many cases abroad. They're not here exactly in the Middle East, but they want us to be in the Middle East. I'll give an example of a project here in Abu Dhabi. We had the Wave C3 or the West to East. These projects, the manufacturing facility of the components are not here in the Middle East. I would say maybe 10 to 15 years ago, all the decision making would be abroad. All the decision making would be where the facilities, where manufacturing print out would be. Nowadays, the factories are still there. Maybe it could be in Asia, could be in Europe, could be in Latin America. But our customers are here. The decision making is here. The complete order management is here. So this is what is the big change for us. Being present here and we supporting our operations abroad. So because we also have, we are local, but at the same time, we're global.
Yeah.
So you have our arms everywhere for different...
So speaking about local and your focus on the region, you have opened a new office in Saudi Arabia. How does operations support clients in the Middle East?
Yeah, that's exactly a good point. It's exactly what we are just having here in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi. Saudi start demanding more, not just local manufacturing, but also the local decision.
Okay.
So having our own people based there, speaking not just the language as Arabic language, speaking the local language as the Saudi people want to hear, how they want to discuss, how they want to get the project being running, was a big change for us. So in the past, we used to cover from Dubai. Now we have our operation there in Saudi. You're even bringing people from our headquarters, Brazilians, but Arab speaking, to be now based in Saudi.
Okay.
So you're mixing both. You're mixing the background of the headquarters with the Arabic.
So quite strategic moves, not like just setting up an office. You're really, let's say, integrating into the culture as well, so bringing that.
And for example, I'll give you this example. There's this employee who is moving from Brazil to Saudi. He has a lot of expertise. If our Brazilian oil and gas companies, our Brazilian mining companies, and all similar to what we have in Saudi. So he's bringing this background to what we have done there in terms of, for example, retrofitting old electric machines for new machines with better efficiency. He has done this a lot in Brazil. So he comes now to Saudi with this background. And also but he real experience.
So how long have you been in the region?
I've been here since 2012.
2012?
Yeah.
WEG as a company as well?
WEG as a company since 2008.
2008, okay.
Yes, they started in 2008 as a company here in Dubai. In 2012, I moved here, but of course the company was already 4 years running here.
Okay.
And The company from Brazil is 1961, right?
So you've been here for quite some time now. Do you want us to walk us through some notable projects that you've done in the Middle East?
Yes, the project in the Middle East, I would say the most important ones are the ones where we have frame agreements with EPCs. I would call, for example, the one here in Abu Dhabi is Borouge 4, right? But also, of course, we had other ones in Oman, like the Duqm refinery. We had other ones in Saudi in the past, the Sun refineries. These ones, we were proud because we were the single supplier of the electric motors and variable speed drives that are the main electrical device on this type of oil fields. You're supplying globally through different players, OEMs like in Europe, in the US, in Australia, in Africa. And at the end of the day, was a peace of mind to the end user to have all the equipments from the same supply chain, right? It's
Okay. So before we go to the product that you recently launched, I want to understand how WEG's products and which part of the oil and gas industry you specifically supply to, and where is your major impact of your products?
Yeah, we see that most in industry, but oil and gas, you see that most of the energy consumption comes from electric motors and systems. I would say more than 50, 70% maybe come from electric motors.
Okay.
How can you support the market? Everything that runs in a plant or a factory, could be a pump, a compressor, a fan, is driven by electric motor.
Sure. Yeah.
And if you need to control the flux, the speed, you have a very speed drive, what you call. You supply both, and you supply the state-of-the-art of the highest efficiency in the market. So this is the way that you are contributing to our oil and gas plant to be in a high efficiency level using our own products, right? And from the supplying of the machine until the after sales, because you also have the motion fleet management, where we have gateways and sensors that can monitor the production after the installation. So it's the complete setup, right?
So we're going to deep dive into the efficiency in a bit, but I just want to understand the recent product that you launched. I think it's a W51D XDB, right? So if you can just tell us about what that.
All right, this is a new product that we are developed, and we are manufacturing this mainly in Portugal, where we have the center of excellence for the medium voltage exclusion-proof motors, hazardous area. And this machine, you are able to extract more power with better efficiency in a high density design. What does it mean? Instead of making a larger machine, you can reduce the size of the machines, give more power and better efficiency in the same machine that you supplied 10 years ago.
And what's the physics behind that, or the science behind it?
Yeah, I would say the science behind is the project that has, I would say, more density in terms of electric design, and the premium to the grade of the magnet steel is higher than we have in the standard machines.
Okay. And if you could tell us more about the WT3 Sync Plus safe.
All right, this is a different technology. It's not you're not talking anymore in this case about induction motors. You're talking about synchronous machines.
Okay.
We have the permanent magnets and other electronic device. It's more electronic than the standard machines.
Okay.
Usually for this size of machine, to have a level of efficiency that is higher than anything. For example, IE6, according to IEC standards, is the one efficiency that if not even in the catalogs, what you are able to reach, high efficiency that's above any regulation, keeping the size of induction machine.
Okay.
So it will be this is the miracle.
It is something unique that you're doing, right? Because your size giving more power.
Because I would say there are other players in the market who can make it, however, not in the large size. As you're doing.
Okay.
This is the main difference that we're.
Okay. And I see that, at Adipec, you're doing this coatings and paints for the first time. I won't see the relevance to.
All right, okay. Good point. Back in the 80s, WEG decided to acquire our supplier of paints. Okay, and that time was just the paints for our own product.
Okay.
Because, probably I didn't say this in the beginning, but WEG has a different strategy, I would say, in the supply chain.
Okay.
We make everything inside. The vertical integration of the company is something that's not seen in the market.
That's in-house everything?
In-house. We have your own florist for our packing. You have your own foundry for the casting.
So
you make our stamping for all the magnet steel we bring. Even the copper wire, instead of buying the market, you buy the copper rods in the stretch. And the varnish that goes in this wire is made also by us on this, I would say, coatings division.
Okay.
Then in Latin America, we start supplying the market for anything. White goods, for example, powder coatings. Later on, we realized they could invest more for oil and gas. Then Latin America, you're supplying to the platforms, I would say Petrobras, and vessels.
Yes.
With CX, I would say corrosion protection on these coatings. And lately, we acquired another company in the US as well, also to invest more and more in this, what is related to the industry, related to coatings.
Okay.
So our goal now is to expand also to Middle East
So the way I would understand it, this is a separate division than the motors division, or is how?
It's a separate division.
Okay.
In fact, we have several divisions rather than just motors.
Okay.
Motors, automation, transmission, distribution, where transformers are.
Okay.
And others. Then this division is a division that was already there, but we are not expanding much abroad. Okay, I would say abroad out of America.
Sure. Okay.
And now we are expanding to Europe, expanding to the Middle East,
And
so,
we find a market with demand for painted coatings in this region? Okay.
Yes, we do. And not just for oil and gas, but also for the HVAC as well.
Okay, great. Okay. And now the theme of this ADIPEC has been energy, intelligence, impact. How does your vision fall in line with that?
Well, our vision, just to give an example, our slogan is energy efficiency, stability, sustainability, right? So our slogan actually is focused on the
makes sense. Smaller thing and larger impact.
It's like how I said, most of the electricity in the world, I said that is driven by electric motors with VFDs, and we have the solution in house for everything. And then we are exactly on the place where we can provide the best solution.
Okay.
And nowadays, I would say everybody's talking about EV, right? EV chargers, EV cars. Well, we start with electric motors.
I was about to say that, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, we do EV chargers as well.
Okay.
Okay. You make EV chargers. You make the electric motors to large trucks, large buses, not exactly to the light vehicles, but you make the electric motor.
Okay.
The VFD that we call the powertrain.
Okay.
Plus the batteries, plus the EV chargers.
Great. Okay.
A new division as well.
So anytime you're going to go and make a car, maybe?
Maybe. Well,
okay.
Never know, right?
Yeah.
One thing that what I said before, we start to diversify our industry, but without shrinking or closing any business.
Okay.
So even the electric motors that we started in the beginning, we are still growing in the electric motors, growing year after year. Then you go for a new division, a separate division, without losing the focus on the previous ones.
Okay.
It's because we can see the market companies selling divisions, right? And you see companies are selling the robotics division or selling another division. You're never selling anything, or just aggregating and bringing more business.
So as the world speaks more about electrification, I guess you saw this coming from years before, right?
Yes, I have to say this was already in our strategic planning that we knew that energy efficiency would be the new trend.
Okay. Now, speaking about electrification and everything, we're also going towards digitalization. AI is also a major part. I mean, if maybe it's a buzzword for now for many companies, but at least people are trying to understand what it is. I want to understand digitalization and how central it is to your work.
Well, to talk about about digital systems, we have monitor systems that we can install in all machines, but also in customers' device. For example, customer has a gearbox. We can also make our scan connect to the customer device, and you can monitor this. And instead of sending a field engineer every time to check the vibration level or to check the amount of grease or checking, you can have these type of inputs direct from the sensors.
So it can be fitted or retrofitted on any device. You don't necessarily device.
Not at the device.
That's good.
That's one of the things. And the digital division, you also have device as cameras, for example, which can control the production.
Okay.
And select, for example, in a conveyor belt, which type of customers' products are the right ones, which ones are the wrong ones.
Okay.
Instead of manual selection, this with our intelligence, the AI and intelligence, and plus the videos.
Yes.
This is part of our scope as well nowadays.
Mention something about the fleet management system as well. So if you could just deep dive into
this is all part of that is the scans that you can install on the machines. The machine could be a small machine of the size of my hand, or the size of this room here. Okay, we end with our expertise. You know exactly how a machine is going to operate for long. you know, the level of vibration a machine like that can operate. We can install the machines and see the cycles, how the cycles are going to be in the next 6 months, the next year. So before any failure, the system is going to already send alarm.
Okay.
And this not just for our machines.
Yeah.
As I said, you can also fit on our customer machines based on the data they also have. Can upload to the system and control the complete production.
Okay.
With our sensors, and now this is what you call MFM, the Motion Fleet Management.
Okay. And it applies to the whole range of products that we have.
The most range that we have, yes.
Okay, good. Okay. So the last portion is, beyond ADIPEC, what can we expect from WEG in the coming years? Any specific technologies,
We expect to be seeing the complete solution provider.
Okay.
For hardware and software. This is our goal. For anything industry. Everything that moves, everything that needs better efficiency, anything that needs better sustainability, this is our goal, and this is what we will be for the future.
Right. So, Raphael, sustainability seems to be a major issue that every company is trying to tackle. How does WEG approach the topic of sustainability?
Thank you very much for the question. We do have a specific corporate director and board just on this topic. And just to give an example, we have EcoVadis, that is one of the international regulators where can regulate any company in the world in the same type of categories to evaluate how are they ranking. And you got the gold seal. That means that we are among the 5% of the companies in the world with this seal. Okay, so this one they were first, I would say declaration that you got from the market to prove that we are doing the right thing. And lately, we got the Environment Pro Declaration for electric motors for international body. That is called EPD.
Okay.
There is no other manufacturer in the world who has the same declaration for electric motors.
And what is that EPD?
EPD is a regulator, international regulator for the sustainability.
Okay. So you've gotten a certificate or
certificate that proves that our motor complies with the levels that demands the sustainability. Considers the complete cycle of the product. In our case, the electric motor. From the manufacturing itself, where we start our production. As I mentioned before, you have our production is totally verticalized in terms of integration. We have all the scrap and everything reused for our own production.
Yeah.
Until the end of life of the product, the CO2 emissions and how the recycling will be at the end of the process, everything is part of the certificate.
Okay.
So everything was taken into account to get the certificate, and WEG is the first one.
So speaking about emissions, can you tell us about the scope 1, 2, 3 if you're addressing that?
Oh, very well. Yes, the scope 1 and 2, of course, are the main ones that are being driven as well in the market, and now we are going for scope 3 as well.
3 as well? Okay, that's
C as well to support our customers.
Okay, great. And since you're a Brazilian company, come from Brazil, we also have COP30 in Belém. You want to talk about that?
No, very good question. Last time was here in the WEG, right?
Yes, it was.
And then our team, the corporate came here to the WEG, to Dubai, and now our team is there now in Brazil. You are one of the main, I would say, players in Brazil as a Brazilian company, as a headquarters there. So we're really proud to have this activity.
That shows how how sustainability and efficiency and carbon emission, cutting down carbon emission matters to a company like WEG.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, Raphael, thank you so much for speaking to OGN. It was a pleasure speaking to you.